What's up, witches? How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna do more Diablo 4. Try to get some drops. Phone plugged up. Not realize this thing was dying. Alright, there we go. I got all my streams up and running. I do. Alright, let's fire up the Diablo 4. Damn. Do I want to roll druid or necromancer? Work on my rogue some more. Keep working on his druid for a little bit. So Helltide active, so do this dungeon. I got an hour left to do that, but let's go turn in this quest and then we'll do that dungeon.
She's...
What's up, Bookworm? Welcome to the stream. Just chilling, playing some Diablo 4. Nice relaxing stream tonight. It's grinding. Ooh, gold. I'm gonna get all the stuff for the whisper tree, and then I have
I'm not ready yet.
a theory I want to test. Come get it. Whoa.
My bags are full.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Well, let's go turn that stuff in real quick. Da-na-na-na.
I cannot carry anymore.
Trying to carry anything.
There's a good one.
Get rid of all that shit. Now we'll go back to that dungeon. Clean up some inventory space. Alright. There it is.
Not ready yet. Not ready yet.
Got him. I love that trample.
I'm not ready yet.
A fucking rune clear right there.
I'm not ready yet.
We got separated. My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
I got your back, baby.
I'm out of spirit.
I can't take any more.
Calm down.
do not have enough spirit.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think I can manage from here. Please, take this.
Bum, bum, bum. Give me the chest. I want all your goodies.
I'm not ready yet. I do not have enough spirit.
Ow. Oh. Sacred and unique. Come to Papa. Go have a look at what that is.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Hey, bud. How you doing?
I'm not ready yet.
Not so well, it seems. There we go. Give me legendaries. Uniques. Give me all the good stuff. Shit! Oh, let me clear out this pack of enemies. Yeah, that's the one thing I do miss about Cold War. We did have fun in that zombies mode. What is causing these ice walls? Fuck is it? There you are.
I'm not ready yet.
Come here, bitch. No more ice walls. Werebear! Smash! I do like the werebear.
I'm not ready yet.
Cause earthquakes when I trample. Ah. Fucking clean out a whole room with that. Alright, what's next? We'll do Nightmare Dungeon in a minute. Start leveling up my glyph before I go to the highest world tier. Get wrecked, son!
I need more
I was actually thinking of playing some Warzone here in a minute, actually. If Enjoy will actually get on tonight. Every night he tells me he wants to play, I fire up my stream and I wait for him to show up, and then he doesn't show up. That man needs to... probably needs to be online more right now. I know he's going through some shit, so... you know, probably therapeutic to get online with your buds and shoot some stuff. Zombies was good. Yeah, that's unfortunately the nature of it. Well, at least until Microsoft buys them, because That is inevitable. That is happening. Sony, good lord, Sony made an ass of themselves in that courtroom. I was just reading the transcript and laughing my ass off. Like, really? That's the argument y'all went with in front of a judge? And the judge just kind of flat out told him, I don't care if Call of Duty doesn't come to PlayStation. The only reason we would block this is if it would be harmful to consumers. And that's not the angle they went with. They went with the, but they're not sharing their toys.
Low on spirit.
It sounded like fucking children. That fucking, oh man, that deposition was, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. So, it's only a matter of time now. The judge should have made his ruling yesterday? Or today, actually. Yeah, well, Friday. Technically now it's yesterday. But yeah, the judge should have made their ruling today. Friday. And I guess I'm just waiting for news articles to say what that ruling was. Because once the FTC says yes, that's it. It's over. The FTC is the only one that matters. Because other countries can say no, and Microsoft can still make the purchase go through, and they'll just they can worry about the other countries later. The only one that's said no right now anyway, I think, is the EU, other than America. So they can just go ahead and get the purchase to go through, and then either not do business in the EU, which once they own the company, then they can make the argument of, do you guys really want to sacrifice that much money? You know, we're good for your economy. They can make that argument, and UK will fold. Or EU, whichever one it is. It's one of them. Yep, so go ahead, get your stocks in now, because it's only a matter of time. And then as soon as the purchase goes through and that stock price shoots up, sell it all before it goes back down again, because it'll go up immediately after they get purchased, and then the market will settle. Those prices will start coming down as people reevaluate the, you know, because they always over-evaluate the worth of the company when new purchases first go through. Then they reevaluate their market share and blah blah blah, combine the two, and then and then those prices start to level off. So, like, you got to watch that window. As soon as it goes up, sell the shit out of it. Is that the end of the dungeon? There's one path down there I hadn't taken yet. Yeah, the announcement will be next week. Because they made the ruling on Friday. They'll release it to the public probably Monday. You know, or they'll be able to make, you know, like, their final ruling, blah, 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 will be Monday. Like, start of next week. So they'll make their announcement after the weekend. Yeah, well, I mean, they already had the hearing, and the judge ruled on it today. And that's direct from the judge's mouth, is the judge heard both sides of the argument and kind of had a moment with Sony's lawyer, like, well, I don't care about your profit. Like, she had to get him to be like, stop trying to convince me that it's not fair for you. I don't care about your profits. I only care if the purchase of this company would be harmful to the consumer. That is all I care about. And you have not mentioned the consumer once in your argument. It has solely been about your company. So, yeah, their entire argument was about their company. So the judge pretty much said, your argument sucks. And then said tomorrow, she said, we're going to adjourn for today. I'll make my final ruling tomorrow. And then they adjourned for the day. So the judge announced that she'd be making her final ruling. I guess this dungeon's complete. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's complete. I got grim favors for it. Okay. I'm just wandering around an empty dungeon for no reason now. So, the idea of COD being not COD specifically, but the judge clarified. The judge did say, so this entire court case is over the video game Call of Duty. You know, like, they didn't bring it up, but the judge did. Because I read the whole thing on my break at work. Like, I read the court transcripts. The judge said this is over the video game Call of Duty, or, you know, something to that effect. Sony said, kind of had to say yes, and then, you know, she was basically trying to... The judge was just basically trying to find out what their argument was. Like, is this about... Basically, the judge... It was a trick question. The correct answer that Sony should have gave was, no, this is about the consumer. The safety of the consumer. But the judge is like, so this is about the Call of Duty video game? And Sony, you know, basically says yes. So, wrong answer. No, it's not about a video game. It's supposed to be about the consumer. But they gave the wrong answer to that question. And it just kind of went downhill from there. Microsoft's lawyer kind of made a fool out of them. Which is good, because they have been just... That's what it's about. It's about them wanting Call of Duty. It's about them being fucking babies about this. Like, they're whining about something that Microsoft has already promised you wouldn't even happen. They even offered you a 10-year deal. Like, you're just being babies. You're salty because Sony gave more money than you did, and now they get to buy the company. Because let's not forget, Sony tried to buy Activision first. Microsoft just outbid them. So they were going to do this same shit. They're basically just accusing Microsoft of doing the thing. You're doing the thing we wanted to do. Yeah. Like, the whole ordeal has been embarrassing to watch. Just, I've never seen a company so big whine so hard. Like, such childish arguments. The hypocrisy has been real. Like, it's embarrassing to watch from start to finish. They have just made a complete fool of themselves. Because you can't pull the monopoly argument, because you can make a competitor to Call of Duty. You can do that. There's nothing stopping you. Call of Duty's not the only military shooter. It's just the most popular. If you think you can do better, by all means, do better. Let us not forget, that's how Call of Duty started. Back when Call of Duty didn't exist, it was all Medal of Honor, and EA owned it. And everybody was playing Medal of Honor. It was Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was Call of Duty. And the developers working on Medal of Honor didn't like Electronic Arts. They had a big falling out and they quit. They went and worked for Activision. Like, they quit EA, they got hired for Activision, and they made Call of Duty as a competitor for Medal of Honor, which everybody said wouldn't work because, no, there's no way you're going to steal the thunder from Medal of Honor. That game's too big, blah, blah, blah. Basically, all the same arguments that Sony's given over Call of Duty right now. And then Call of Duty did the impossible, and not only was it a knockoff of Medal of Honor, but it became the game that killed it. So it can be done. It can absolutely be done. The fact that Call of Duty exists is proof that you can make a game that'll beat Call of Duty. So that entire argument is null and void just simply by the fact that Call of Duty exists in its current state.
Not ready yet.
I mean, what needs to happen is you need to get some devs, and you need to, you know, get some devs who've worked on a Call of Duty game in the past or have experience in the genre. You know, there's got to be some devs out there who've worked on past Call of Duty games. Call of Duty's got several... It's got several developers now, and all of those developers have had layoffs over the years. There's got to be some devs floating around with some direct Call of Duty experience. Gather them up, hire them, Sony, and get them to make a competitor for it. And I already know, like, all the things that game would have to beat Call of Duty. Like, it would be expensive. It would have to be a big budget game, and you'd have to take your time with it. Don't rush it. But it could be done. I can already come up with just game plan off the top of my head to beat Call of Duty. Call of Duty has flaws. And
I'm not ready yet.
the fact that its games are rushed every year because they want to put a new Call of Duty game out every year, you could beat it. You absolutely could steal its thunder. Then you just have to consistently put out sequels that
I'm low on space.
continue to do that. And over time, yes, you would absolutely steal its thunder. And you've already got some name recognition that you could use to bring it to fucking steal it too. So you wouldn't even be starting from scratch. Sony already has licenses that it could use and bring back from the dead to fucking steal Call of Duty's thunder. Like, it doesn't, that's the thing, is it doesn't have to be military themed per se. It's just got to have the same mechanics as Call of Duty. You can have a different theme. You could use one of your existing games that you've let die. I mean, they've got shooters under their belt that have fan bases that have been itching for a sequel anyway. You've got Killzone, you've got Resistance, you've got SOCOM. You know, Sony absolutely owns franchises that haven't had an entry since like PS3 that it could bring back from the dead, reinvent them as Call of Duty competitors, and you'd already have a head start. Like, absolutely could do that. But that requires work and money. It would have been easier for them to just spend that money and buy Activision. Oh, but that didn't work. Well, it's easier for them to spend that money on a lawyer and just steal Activision. Oh, that didn't work. Well, I guess now you're going to have to actually make a fucking competitor, Sony.
My
Sorry.
burden is too great.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, there's a number of different companies that could actually compete with Call of Duty. If fucking Battlefield will get its shit together, it could. It could, especially since like the two most popular modes in Call of Duty right now are fucking Battlefield-esque modes. Huge, large map with large player numbers. The Battle Royale. You could absolutely adapt Battlefield into a Battle Royale. That's kind of... It fits Battlefield better than it does Call of Duty. Battlefield has been popular as a Call of Duty competitor because it did what Call of Duty didn't do. It did large-scale battles, large-scale maps with vehicles, 100-plus players. It did that. Call of Duty never had that. Battlefield could be the military shooter to beat them because the two most popular modes in Call of Duty right now are Battle Royale, large-scale map, vehicles. The only difference between that and Battlefield is death is permanent. It's last man standing wins. It's not just like team deathmatch. The other most popular mode is Ground War, which is basically just Battlefield in Call of Duty. Large scale map, vehicles, team deathmatch. So Call of Duty's already doing Battlefield better than Battlefield. So Battlefield gets its shit together, do Battlefield better than Call of Duty, and then do a Battle Royale that competes with Call of Duty. That has a good large-scale map, addresses the problems that Call of Duty faces, has better balancing, has better movement, addresses the problems that Call of Duty has a better buyback system, and better kill streaks, better vehicles, better, just take all that player feedback, go to the Call of Duty Reddit, take all that player feedback from players unhappy with Warzone, incorporate that into your game, and in 4 or 5 years, you'll have your competitor. I say 4 or 5 years because you need to take your time with it and get it right. You can't do another rushed Battlefield 2042 type situation. Like, you'd have to take your time and actually get it fucking right. But yeah. Yeah, and Respawn could do it too. They can let Apex be Apex, and then they could make another thing over here. But they're too focused on Apex. So Respawn's not going to do it. They're just not. Like, they're too focused on Apex. A new Titanfall is something that everyone's been begging for. If you did a Titanfall Battle Royale, Call of Duty style, where you got this large map, you got 120 players, and instead of kill streaks, you get to call in your Titan. And that's the gimmick. That's the thing that sets it apart from Warzone, is it's Warzone with mechs. Fucking slam dunk. Easy layup. Just knocking it out of the park. That's it. You win. With fucking Apex movement, Call of Duty gun mechanics, Apex movement, and mechs. Done. That is a win across the board. 'Cause I don't like Apex gun mechanics. Give me Call of Duty gun mechanics, but give me Apex style movement. And then let me call in a mech? Dream game, baby. That's the dream battle royale. You can play a Titan-only battle royale with mech guns on the ground and shit. Yeah, like it's... Boom, knocking it out of the park. Instead of buying a loadout, you're buying access to your mech. Like you do the buy stations and shit. You buy access to your mech. You call in your mech. And then the mech has its own health, and when it dies, it's gone. And you gotta, get the money up to summon another one. So then you've got mechs roaming around the map. You've got fucking soldiers roaming around the map with crazy movement. Don't do the hero thing. That's an Apex thing. They should just be regular Titanfall soldiers. No hero abilities. No kill streaks. No airstrikes. The thing you're calling in is the mech. Or maybe you could do airstrikes and make it so that, if you call in airstrikes, you can't call in a mech. So you're forced to choose. So then you got that one mech on your squad playing tank for everybody, and then your other guys are on the ground with airstrikes and playing Call of Duty style. Yeah, you could totally do that. There's multiple ways that you could run this.
So many of our elders were lost to Astaroth's flame.
How you doing, Pack? Light skin. Got a red bone. That's the right term, right? Red bone. The original reason they didn't do Titans and Apex is because balancing for it was insane. I'd argue it's no different than... That's a dumb reason. I mean, it's got a... You could absolutely balance that. Like, that's no different than balancing the hero abilities. Like, it's not... It could be done. It's just easier to do hero abilities, I guess. Because the Titans would just essentially act as vehicles. They'd have their own health. And then you just have to kit out your fucking soldiers on the ground with the means to take one out. So the way to take one out would have to be, either with another Titan or, give them the tools to take it out. Rocket launchers. Or maybe put fucking artillery cannons around the map. So then if you run into a Titan, you try to bait them into range of one of those artillery cannons. So it becomes a cat and mouse game to lure them into artillery cannon range. And then one of your players gets up on the cannon and starts shooting at the mech while the other guys are on the ground shooting at it. Yeah, it would just become like a raid boss fight when you run into one. And if you get third-partied by another Titan, that Titan's probably going to go for the other Titan first. It's going to ignore you. So third partying even becomes less of an issue. Like, God, there's just so many good ways to do this. Oh, well, you do it the same way. First of all, you do it so that only one player on a squad could call in a Titan at a time. So you won't have a whole team of Titans. Like, one of your team members has to have their Titan out. And then the other two can't. So you have your Titan and then you have your two support. That cuts the amount of Titans on the map down by 3/4 right there. If you do 4-man squads, bam, that's only a max of 25 Titans on the map at a time. There you go. Problem solved. And that forces you to do team play with the Titan taking point and, the squad backing him up. And if that Titan dies, then your next team, a teammate could carry the Titan beacon in his fucking backpack like a portable buy station or a loadout marker. And then he throws his down. Yeah, so and then there's, you know, a waiting period while it gets dropped in, and you got to survive till it gets dropped in and then get to your mech and get in it, and there's a startup animation and stuff, and you got to, you know, you try to do it in the middle of combat, then you got to survive long enough to get into the damn thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally doable. Absolutely doable. This is all coming off the top of my head, and I've already got most of it figured out. Like, I've already got the basics figured out. Yeah, I mean, do multiple game modes. Sure, why not? But I'm trying to figure out the Titan game mode because that's the selling point. The other game mode would just be Apex without hero abilities. It would just be Call of Duty Battle Royale, basically. Yeah, they need to bring that mode back. You could even do a Titan-only Battle Royale mode that only has, you know, 20 players at a time. And then you're supported by, or, you know, there's bots on the map. Kind of like Titan multiplayer used to be. Or do a plunder-style game mode where you're just running around in your Titan. Maybe a tower defense mode or a co-op mode where your Titans are storming a city or something. Like there's so many extra modes you could throw in there, too, to just keep things fresh during the season. I mean, I can come up with more ideas, but my main focus right now would be making Titans work in the Battle Royale, and that's how you do it. You make it one per squad. The Titan game mode is squads only, so you can't solo queue and then you got 100 fucking Titans on the map again. You make it so that it's squads only, and that's the Titan game mode. The other game modes can be solo, duo, trio, squad. Titan game mode is squads only because you need to limit the number of Titans. Have they fixed the cars in Warzone 2? Yes. I got a clip of it in my Discord of me testing out a vehicle, and it feels great now. And I ran over a dude, and it's even better now because of proximity chat. Because I'm rolling up behind a guy in the Hummer, and I start screaming at him in voice chat because he didn't hear my vehicle coming, but he heard my voice chat. And I'm like, "The Hummer brought to you by GMC." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He turns around and starts shooting just before I get to him. And you can hear him fucking screaming on the headset. "God damn it." It's just, the fuck? Yeah. It's great. It's great. You can run at people you can yell at people before you run them over now and hear their response. It's so good. I'm talking shit to people in the Hummer as I'm running circles around their vehicle trying to bait them out. Yeah. It's so good. So good. Yeah, the problem with that is everyone wants to be a Titan, but it becomes like a... Yeah, I mean, it encourages team play and strategy. Everybody wants to be the Titan, but you can't. Or you can't all be that at the same time. Everybody on the squad can be a Titan. You just got to take turns. I don't think it would be a problem. You know, it's like Dead by Daylight. Everybody wants to be the killer, but you can't be the killer every game. Somebody's got to be the survivor, you know? Games like that work. I know everybody wants to be a thing, but they work. People adjust to it. I think it's the best solution to the problem. It's to just make it so that there's one Titan per squad, and that Titan basically becomes squad leader, and everybody just kind of hangs back behind the squad. You know, the Titan can use their squad to flank people, or, you know, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fine, because if the Titan dies, then you've got those other players on the squad know that if they survive, they can be next. They can, you know, pop into the Titan next. Maybe even make the Titan shareable. So you got one Titan per squad, but you can repair it, and then the driver can jump out, and you can swap drivers if you need to. You know.
Come with me.
Something. This is new. Where am I taking this damn thing? No idea what I'm doing with him. I didn't think I'd be able to recruit an enemy. You gonna help me fight, or are you just gonna stand there? You're just gonna stand there. You only have 5 coins? What's up, C Nuff? Where you been, man?
It is locked.
Oh, I knew you were gonna keep for that. Go through. But wait, I got unique chest armor. Werebear form is now your true form. Oh, that's the one I'm already wearing. And you gain 2 ranks of all werebear skins. Well, that sucks. It's not as good as the one I got on. It's not as good as the one I got on. It does give me a full 10% armor while in werebear form. Only got 1 socket too? Yeah, no, it's not. I'd say they didn't go in that. It sounds cool, but I just don't know. No, I think it would work. I think the reason they didn't go in that direction is because, remember, Apex was a gamble at the time when they released it. And EA left Respawn alone to do their own thing. And this was if we don't get this right, we're not going to get this opportunity again, or EA may kill our studio, because EA has a habit of doing that. So this was their Hail Mary play. So I think they played it safe. Mechs could have been done, but it would have been hard to do on a first try, and that might be your only try. So you went with what was safe. You went with what was popular at the time. The 2 things that were popular at the time, Overwatch, Battle Royales, you smushed them together, and you went with what was safe. We're known for our gunplay and our movement. Let's sprinkle that in on top of this Overwatch, Battle Royale, hybrid experience that we're making. And mechs sound cool, but they'll be hard to do. They played it safe. They absolutely could have done it if they wanted to. But, like I said, if it had launched and the Titans were broken or unbalanced and it just got nothing but negative press, it could have been the death of Respawn. So, I think the reason they didn't do it wasn't because they were too difficult or hard to do. It was because they wanted to play it safe. They wanted to keep it simple. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right choice, is to do. I'm gonna play Diablo because WoW sucks. I think the right choice to do was to make, like, if they do the Titanfall Battle Royale, that's the right choice to make, is to do it Call of Duty style, where you make a full-fledged game that you're gonna sell, put on Game Pass, whatever, and you do the Battle Royale as a free-to-play mode, just like Modern Warfare does, where Modern Warfare is a paid experience with the multiplayer and the campaign. You have to do a campaign. You'll have to do good multiplayer modes on top of the Battle Royale. But it'd have to be a complete experience. You couldn't do this multiplayer-only Titanfall shit. Like, you'd have to have proper campaign. You'd have to have proper multiplayer. There's your $70 package. The free-to-play experience will be Titanfall, will be the Battle Royale. And then you marry the two, with your cosmetics. The cosmetics you buy in the Battle Royale will work in the regular game, so on and so forth. Yeah, like, that's what you'd have to do. Ooh. Yes,
There's
please.
magic in all things. Let me show you.
There's magic in my penis? You said all things, baby. Oh, I can't use this because I'll get rid of my unique. Damn, it is better, though. Got better stats, but fuck it. God, I'm getting uniques to drop left and right with this druid. I never got a unique to drop with my rogue.
What's left, you ask?
Sure, see enough. Why not? Feeling generous tonight. I'm in a good mood. It's Friday, I don't got to work tomorrow. I can actually just play some video games. I got quite a few I've been wanting to play, but I can't get my ass off Diablo. This game's so good. I want to go back to Street Fighter. Maxed out everybody in World Tour mode. I beat World Tour mode. So when I go back to Street Fighter, I'm kind of taking a break from it, and I'm going to do Diablo for a while, because when I go back to Street Fighter, I'm going hardcore on the, you know, the get good phase of the game, if you will, because that's when I'm going to be practicing with actual characters and trying to learn some combos and do some combo trials. Going to play arcade mode, get everybody's story beat, and then it's jump online time and try it out. That's when I'm actually going to start taking the game seriously. So before I make that kind of commitment, I want to play some other stuff. Yeah, a lot of these games can learn from Fortnite. Fortnite is absolutely proof that you can have two styles in one game. You can have multiple game modes. You can have crazy events. The ability to make custom stuff is great. If they did something like that for Titanfall, where you could make custom maps, do custom servers, custom game modes, they had some kind of editor like Fortnite's got now, it's a wrap. Like, there's your Call of Duty competitor right there.
I'm not ready yet.
I don't know where to take this guy. I know I'm supposed to be killing these things for some reason.
I'm not ready yet.
I was not paying attention to my mission objective here.
I must wait a minute.
If a company can come up with something to rival the Battle Pass, I don't hate the Battle Pass. Just don't want one in every single game I play. Battle Pass works in some games. Like, there's a right and a wrong way to do a Battle Pass. Street Fighters definitely needs work. Street Fighter is kind of what I feared with its Battle Pass when I bought it. Well, you know, it came with my collector's edition rather, but I did go look at it, and when I saw the price of the Street Fighter Battle Pass, I got excited, and I was like, this is the way to do it. But then what I got worried about happened, and I was like, shit. That's the wrong way to do that. They have the right price tag to make this work, to introduce a Battle Pass to a
Impressive.
Spirit follows you. They have the right price tag to introduce a Battle Pass to a fighting game. What they don't have is the right time frame. The Battle Pass is... I mean, the Battle Pass is good after a certain level. Like, there's a lot of value in it. The Battle Pass in Street Fighter 6 is only $5. Like, it's half the price of every other Battle Pass on the market. Which is... that's the right way to go. And it gives you just... I haven't added up the amount of, you know, paid currency you get from the Battle Pass, but it's well more than $5. So you get far more than what you invest if you max it out. The problem is maxing it out. Progress is too slow, and like, they only give you one daily challenge a day, and then you got a weekly challenge and a monthly challenge. And the Battle Pass only lasts like 6 weeks. Like, they're crazy short Battle Passes. So you basically have to grind nothing but Street Fighter every day if you're playing casually. Like, you're basically locked into Street Fighter, and you'll just barely max out the Battle Pass if you do max it out at all. Because I played every day for a while, and I was going up maybe one Battle Pass a day. And there's 50 tiers. And, you know, 25 of those tiers are cosmetic items, and the last 25 tiers are where the currency is. And if the Battle Pass is only like 6 weeks long, I'm going up at a rate of a 1 battle pass level per day. Because first thing I did was my weekly challenge and my monthly challenge. And then after that, progress became slow because I had to wait for the next daily challenge. That's where your boost comes from. Just playing the game is slow progression. Like, it's not, like, it needs better progression. If the battle pass is going to be that short, like if the seasons are going to be these short, quick seasons, then you got to make the battle pass progress faster. It just, progression was too slow. Yeah, I got, you know, I got it for free with my collector's edition, but if I had paid $5 for it, yeah, it's only $5, but I'd never actually get any of that money back because I don't think I'd get past level 25. I'd have to play every day for a month to start getting some of my return on investment, and by then I'm only 2 weeks away from the end of the battle pass. Like, I'd get no break during that season to go play other games. I'd never feel like I was finished. I'd be locked into Street Fighter forever. Its progress was too slow.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be, that's the other problem, is it seems to be based around this kudos system. So it actually rewards more for playing multiple characters, not for playing game modes. It's not focused around game modes, it's about you playing a variety of characters. Because you have to get your kudos level up with those characters, and that's what progresses the battle pass. And if you want to have a main and just practice with your main, battle pass progress becomes real slow, because that's what I was doing. So you'd have to basically just work on this character, get its kudos level up, progress the battle pass, switch characters. I don't like that. I don't think a lot of people are going to like that. Like, progression needs to be changed. I like the idea of the battle pass being cheap. I don't mind the idea of the battle pass even being short. And then, you know, short seasons, and then you switch to another one. They're a bit too short. They feel like a mobile game they feel like mobile game short, but they're not terrible if the progression is fast enough that you can make steady progress. And steady progress makes people want to play the game more because they're like, oh shit! You know, if every fucking, you know, hour you're progressing, every 30 minutes to an hour you're getting another battle pass level. Every hour, 2 hours or so you're getting a battle pass level. Well, then that makes you not want to quit playing the game, because even if you're losing and you know, you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, like you're getting any better at the game, at least you'll feel like you're making progress because of the battle pass. Like, that's how it should work. The battle pass should supplement that sense of progression if you don't feel yourself getting any better at the game itself. Because that's what you want to keep your players playing, is a constant sense of progression. And after you beat World Tour mode, the only sense of progression then comes from getting better at the game and winning online matches. And if you're not getting better at the game, if you're not very good at fighting games, or you're a slow learner, that can be a hard grind. So being rewarded with a battle pass level even when you're losing will keep you from quitting the game. And it'll keep you focused and keep you practicing. Practice would then come naturally, because you'd still feel like you were making progress as you were playing, even though you were losing. So it just needs to be faster. The progress just needs to be faster. Yeah, progress just needs to be faster in general. I mean, even with double XP, I think it's still slow. Because I'm thinking, like, okay, if I double the rate. Oh, there we go. I got to bring him there. Because if I double the rate that I was already learning progressing my battle pass based on what I've already played, even if I double that, I still think it's too slow. I think what is double XP right now should be the default, and double XP cabinets should be, you know, quadruple what it is right now. Basically double everything at this point. That or make your season longer. But making your season longer does kind of not help with the sense of progression because it still takes too long for players to feel like they made any progress when they're losing. Match after match after match, you know. So, short battle pass is the right business model for a fighting game because you need to keep that constant sense of progression. You just need to make that progression go faster.
I'm low on spirit.
Where that champion at? Because I got a shrine here waiting for him. Let's do this, big boy. It's going the fuck off. Alright, where do I need to take him now? Over here? Excuse me. That's the end of that artillery shrine. Wipe everything with that. Alright, there we go. Now where am I taking him? Okay, down this way. Yeah, like it doesn't need to be... I'd say the two major changes to make. Faster progression, and don't tie the progression to character kudos. There needs to be like a profile kudos system or profile experience system so it doesn't matter what character you're playing. I get you want people to try other characters, etc. But tying your battle pass progression to that feels like you're punishing someone for trying to practice with a main. For trying to have a character that they found that they do like. I kill it? It's a ghost now.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, got an event up here now. Yeah, I mean, it's a first draft. That's why I'm not giving them shit about it. It's their first time trying a battle pass in a Street Fighter game. So, you know, it's a learning experience for them. They need to adjust progression to how, you know, to how long the season is so that you get a full sense of progression throughout most of the season. And you want to balance it in a way that you don't have to grind the game every day to make it to the end of the battle pass. But you don't want it to be so fast that, you know, you want casual players to realistically be able to reach the end of the battle pass playing a couple hours a day. But you don't want to make it so fast that, you know, people, the hardcore people are maxing out the whole thing in a single day. So you gotta find that middle ground. You gotta find that balance. Fuck off, spiders. No, I didn't. I'm right here, baby. Oh, it's this guy you're talking to. Okay. Well, I'll fuck him up for you.
I must wait a moment.
There you go. Oh, they're all in love now and shit. Diablo 2 is a fucking masterpiece. It is a timeless classic. I still play Diablo 2 every day. I'm still working on those achievements. I don't stream it. I get off work, I'll grind out some Diablo 2 for an hour or two. Before I go do something else. You know, that's my... Still my Diablo 2, still my comfort food, man. Just unwind at the end of the day with the little Diablo 2. Can't beat a classic. And I can play it offline. I don't have to worry about server problems. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for a casual Diablo grind. I can play it on my Switch. I don't understand why Diablo 4 is not on Switch. There's no reason this game wouldn't run on Switch. There's really not. I mean, fucking Mortal Kombat 11 runs on Switch. And this is nowhere near as graphically as intensive or, you know, as important to keep it 60 frames per second as something like Mortal Kombat 11. And that runs on the Switch, so... Yeah, you want to save your respecs. The first one's not super important. Because you can get through... You can get through normal with damn near any build just by picking up ground loot. And then if you need to respec for Nightmare, you can use it. But even if you waste that respec, you can get through... You'll get a new respec at the beginning of Nightmare. So it doesn't really matter all that much. The one you don't want to waste is the one from Nightmare, because you're going to want that respec before you go into Hell difficulty. Because that's the one where if your build is not optimized, you will get your ass handed to you, and then you'll be stuck with no way to go back. So that's the one that's important. And there are ways to get respecs other than the free one the game gives you. It just requires a lot of grinding, and it has to be done on Hell difficulty. So if you already can't survive Hell difficulty because you spec'd wrong and you don't have a respec, it's easier to just start a new character than it is to try to farm the materials needed to get a respec at that point. So you don't want to fuck it up. If you hadn't learned how to optimize your build by the time you get to Hell difficulty, that's when you get online and you look up a guide. Don't risk trying to learn it on Hell difficulty, because you're gonna have a bad time. Normally I tell people not to look up guides, but Diablo is a 20-year-old game, so... And it was meant to be a social game. It was made before the internet, so they wanted people to figure this stuff out by playing multiple characters. And then you go to the schoolyard and you start sharing your builds with your buddies, and they wanted that kind of information shared. They basically wanted people to play it multiplayer. So if you don't have an optimized build and you can't solo Hell, you're supposed to group up with friends, because that's the only way to survive until you get your respec. Until you farm a respec, yeah. They were trying to make it a social experience, but the internet was still new at the time. All of this was still new at the time, so it's the only down. It's one of the few flaws of the game. Is the path of progression leading into hell difficulty. Like, that difficulty jump between Nightmare and Hell is insane, and you can easily go into that completely unprepared and not know why. especially if you hadn't learned how rune words work yet. That requires experimentation and wasting a lot of runes and a lot of rune farming. Like, I'm thinking about it like from back when I was in high school, college, playing it when there was no guides on the internet and we just had to learn by doing. Learning runes from scratch was a long, grindy process as you experimented and waste your runes because you found out, oh, well, those didn't make anything. Oh, well, those didn't make anything. There's so many of them. There's so many possibilities, and they added new ones with every ladder season. So, yeah, there was a lot of experimentation involved. So you were meant to experiment socially with a group and work together. They really pushed that social aspect for Hell difficulty at the time. Hell difficulty is definitely designed to be played multiplayer. You can solo it, but it was designed for multiplayer. So it's going to be really hard solo if you didn't plan ahead. But luckily, at year 2023, the game's been out 20 years, 20 plus years. So there's a million guides that exist that'll solo Hell builds you can look up that'll get you through it. So. Oh, Helltide's there. Alright, let's go do Helltide stuff. We'll farm the shit out of this Helltide. Right on! Right on, baby. Groovy. Helltide, baby.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, there's an event over there. Let's go.
I must wait a moment.
I got your back, son.
I must wait a moment. Not ready yet.
I got myself trapped in here. Where the ball set? There he is.
I must wait a moment.
You trapped me in here with him, you asshole. Necromancer's using Bone Prison, which everyone hates for multiplayer, because you can trap your teammates in it. Go ahead and grab all these while I'm dodging his attacks. God damn it.
I must wait a moment.
If we're putting out the damage to kill him in time, we only got 60 seconds left. I had to do something to reduce the cooldown of that skill. That skill deals massive damage, but its cooldown's too long. There we go. We got it. There we go.
I must wait a moment.
I want jewelry. A weapon. The one for weaponry. There it is, weaponry. There's also some pretty dope indie games on sale on Xbox right now. I'm talking like $2-3 a piece that are really good. I've been playing some of them. Just because I got curious and they were only a couple dollars and I did not regret my purchase.
I cannot afford.
Oh, it's 150 for weapons. Okay. Thought it was 75. Five minutes? I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 150 in 5 minutes. I didn't realize that there was so little time left on the Hell Tide. Find a protection one because those only cost 75 and just go cash in. Or this event is over. All right. Section. This one. 3. Section. Guess that's the closest. Should be able to make it there in 5 minutes. Quick cash grab here. 5 minutes left. Is that a treasure goblin? I'll stop and kill him real quick.
Wait a moment.
Bring it on, bitches. wipe all these. Damn, I'm at 122. Maybe I will make it in 5 minutes. There we go. Give me an elite to kill.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I don't think I'll make it. Like 2 minutes left. I ain't gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go in this.
Will you help me, stranger?
No, I won't. Only like a minute and a half left on this. I'm not gonna waste my time on it. Alright, what'd I get? Alright. Crafting mats. Alright, let's go. I need 2 more Grim Favors. Go do a couple of quick events to get them. Cash in at the tree. I'm gonna log out, change the world difficulty, and log back in before I cash them in at the tree to see if it gives me the higher tiered stuff without me having to farm it on the higher difficulty. I doubt it's gonna work, but I'll try it. See if I get anything stronger than what I'm wearing.
Not while I'm in town.
Do this event. What's up, bitches?
I'm not ready yet.
Begin the harvest.
Wait a moment.
Fuck you bastards. Go down this way. Guess I'm solo in this event. Oh, it's not up here? Come on, where's that last effigy? 2 of them left. There's one.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Oh, that was it? We need one more grim favor, so let's just keep killing shit.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
God damn. Start wiping motherfuckers. Down there.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Smack the shit out you. Damn, I killed him in midair. Kind of. Name sounds familiar.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
There we go. It's how those things are meant to be done. Multiple people. Out of... Can I carry any additional ones? Okay, well then I guess we'll go cash those in first.
Need something for it? Come back if you need work.
I'm gonna do one-handed weapon. I'm gonna try to switch to a one-handed weapon so I can have an extra aspect. Do one-handed weapon.
Wanderer?
Ace, axe. Do axe.
Very nice. It seems your prayers have been answered.
Wolf companions are now werewolf companions. Werewolf companions deal additional damage and can spread rabies. I'll extract that. Earth skills, I'll extract that. Skills gain 20% attack speed. 15% attack speed. Those I can burn. Well, none of those are stronger than what I had, but it's alright. Mainly do it for the resources anyway.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Your mom's hot. Alright, give me them orbs. Now, log out. And then we'll log back in and go to the tree. Change world tier to 4. And log back in. And see if cashing it in at the tree while on world tier 4 gives me a world tier 4 bag.
I cannot do that here.
Ah. Nope, that did not work. They are separate. Fuck! It's worth a try. Go back to World Tier 3 and watch me have lost all my Grim Favors now. Should have tried to change the World Tier without leaving the game. Damn it, that's probably the mistake I made. We'll try it again this time. Oh, now it's telling me I'm 1 Grim Favor short. Yeah, they are separate. I had no Grim Favors on Torment 4. I'm 1 Grim Favor short on this one. Well, good to know. They thought of that. They thought of that big brain move. There's no way to circumvent this shit. A mad bear. Fun fact, I'm the same bear that tried to eat Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't give a fuck. I have reached my destination. It's gonna go on barefoot. Get it? I'm a bear. Barefoot. I'm on foot. Oops. Stepped on a rat. Sorry, bud.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, let's get these side quests going. Oh, there's another one up there. Dun dun dun! What's up, Chill?
Quiet. Don't sniff the dust yourself. Too dangerous.
I'll sniff dust if I want to. Angel dust.
Strength for
I do not have enough spirit.
Oh, that was over here? Oh, yeah, another one. There they are. Bitches.
I'm low on spirit.
Oh, cool. Completed this quest while I was up here, too.
Yes! So close. That's it!
Okay. Cool.
I must wait a moment.
What do I gotta collect? Quite a lot. There they are. And they're right near a quest objective. Perfect. Y'all's barrier sucks. I walked right past it.
I need more spirit.
What am I supposed to do here? Go to the ancient statue, you keep the traditions. When you mean an emote?
Thanks.
Okay.
I need help. Goodbye. You are weak and foolish. Not ready yet.
Oh, that's not it.
I apologize. Well done. Follow me.
See what else it wants me to do here. Wait. Oh. Wait.
Greetings.
Whoops. Wave.
Hello.
Greetings.
I ain't talking to y'all. There we go. That's every emote on the
Look.
wheel.
Yes.
That was it. Figure out which one it was. That way.
I'm low on spirit. I need more spirit.
Can do something from a spirit generation. There we go. Grim favorite unlocked. Oh, let's go cash in.
It is done.
One-handed weapons, perfect.
Knew it. Different this one.
Aw, no legendaries?
I cannot do that here.
7 versus 24. Yeah, that's still way more powerful. I'm gonna need way better stuff. This one? Oh yeah, those are the two I need to extract. Okay. What new stuff did I get here? Increase lightning damage. Companions. Yeah, the one I'm using is still the best for this board. All magic nodes within range. Another magic node within range I can use? No. But I'll go with the resistance. Now let's do one of these nightmare dungeons. Alright. We're doing Nightmare Dungeon. Grab myself a drink and a snack. Do that real quick before I go do this Nightmare Dungeon. I'll be right back. Witches, you guys enjoy the music. Where's my Mountain Dew? My Mountain Dew. Cheez-It and passion fruit punch. Nom nom. It's not bad. It's not great. Not bad. Cheez-It. Nothing beats original.
I'm not ready yet.
Wrong way. The wrong ride. Needed to discover this portion of the map anyway. Nightmare dungeon time. Feed me bitches.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute.
Where bear smash?
I do not have enough spirit.
Gotta work on that spirit generation. Bring it on, bitches.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more spirit. I must wait a moment. Wait a moment. I need more spirit.
Cliff.
I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready yet.
I mean, thank you for the favorite.
More spirit. Not ready yet.
Oh, damn it. Keep hitting the wall. Messing up my charge attack.
We must wait a minute.
Here, treasure goblin. The goblins never seem to give anything good in this game. Used to be you get a legendary every now and then. And we got one legendary drop off of one in the entire game so far. Maybe 2. Come and get it, bitch.
Not ready yet.
That one. Can't get that piece yet, so I'll come back for that.
We must wait a minute.
Nope, not that. That one. What? Oh, it's over there. Wrong one. Don't mind me, just passing through. Backtracking. All right, get ready for a fight.
Just wait a minute.
There we go. I have to clear out that room. Alright, let's beat this nightmare dungeon. You don't scare me.
I cannot carry anymore.
Really? Drop something I don't need then. I have to do 2 of these to level it up. Oh shit. Did somebody send me a message? How do I check my messages? Isn't that what that said? Somebody send me a message? Isn't that what that said? Remember when it used to be easy to get to your messages? No? I don't... It must have been from outside my friends list, because I'm not friends with anybody named Ghost Pimp. But it said Ghost Pimp something sent me a message, and now I can't... I don't think I got anybody on my friends list named Ghost Pimp, do I? No, I don't. Okay, I don't know how to get to the message that they sent. Alright, cool. Check the bell. Alright, hold on. What? Oh, it wasn't a message. It was... Oh, it was your brother. Fuck's a Ghost Pimp? It was a friend request, not a message. Yeah, those are the 2 games I bought. I bought those 3 games. They're like a couple dollars a piece. All 3 good. I wish that one had online though. It's really good. But no online. I've unlocked 99 achievements. Why it has 14, 6, 8, 5, yeah.
Fare thee well.
Very well. $1468.75. Is that number significant? Is that his lotto numbers and he's just proud of them? Dun, 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 dun. Mountain Dew Baja Passion Fruit Punch. Passion fruit. Curious how that Cheez-It dust all over my shirt. Curious how that fruit got its name. I don't drink Mountain Dew often, but you know, they put out a new flavor. I gotta at least try it, so. I'll buy a pack of the new Mountain Dew flavor to just say I tried it. I got Baja Mountain Dew Passion Fruit flavor. The guava one in there too, I hadn't tried yet either. Picked up both their new flavors. Rawr!
I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready yet.
Really? Come on, guys. Trying to pick some plants here. No. Actually, I don't get a discount. Sadly enough. Weird as that sounds. Several times a year, they'll do an employee appreciation day where they give us a discount, but we have to shop on those specific days. Rest of the year, no discount. No employee discount. Yep, no, we get nothing. I know. I agree. It's kind of bullshit, but whatever. They do an employee appreciation day where they give us, 10% off, but. But that's it, just during those days. Yeah, it is pretty insane. It's the first place I've worked at that doesn't give a discount. And even Walmart gave a discount.
Just wait a moment. I must wait a moment. I do not have enough spirit.
That thing didn't last long. Get stun locked, bitch. You guys fart after you die. I can't figure out why people don't want to work here. It honestly blows my mind. This is legit one of the easiest jobs I've ever fucking had. Like, the most laid back, chilled bosses I've ever seen. Like, you have to actively try to get fired from this place. Like, They don't micromanage either. They'll just leave you alone, let you do your job. Like they're very laid back, very chill, and it's an easy job. I don't understand. Like it doesn't make sense. Like even the people who, when we hire new people, we have a problem with people just not showing up to work. Maybe it's too laid back and they just, I don't feel like going to work today, and then they don't. That's usually what happens. They just stop coming to work. I mean, the pay's not bad. It paid enough to keep me from, you know, from going back to my IT job. So, and they give pay raises on a pretty regular basis. I got 2 this year. So, you know, it's I honestly don't know. I don't know. Like me and other people have been trying to figure it out. Like, you know, we hire people. You know, when we get someone to apply, they show up, we hire them. It's a pretty chill job. We're pretty flexible with the schedule too. We'll try to work with them because we don't want people to quit. Like we want to keep them around, and we're short on help, so we're just kind of, you know, if you want to do nights, we'll let you work nights. You want to do daytime, we'll try to find you some day shifts. You know, like we'll try to work with you. Because stalkers work at night. So, but if stalkers get tired of working nights, which happens, like I'd be tired of working nights all the time, I'd be like, okay, well how about on nights we don't get a truck? You can come in and help do this, you know, and then we'll put them somewhere else. You can come in during the daytime and do this. But you still got to work your truck nights, you know, that's how stocking works. But
I'm not ready yet.
I don't know. I don't know. Actual starting? It's 15. I don't know. I figure it's pretty standard for, you know, a grocery store job. Higher than like the Burger Kings and stuff in the area, so yeah, it's not bad. Like the Burger King's got a sign out front. Burger King up the road's got a sign out front that's starting at 13. We're a little higher than the, because we see the signs of the stores in the area. Like all the fast food chains have help wanted signs outside their stores too. Like just about every business in the neighborhood has a help wanted sign outside its store. So we kind of just looked at theirs and said, well, they're hiring at this rate, so we have to beat that if we want to get the people to apply here instead of there. So we did. But they must be having the same problem we're having, because just no one applies, and when you finally get someone to apply, they end up not working out. They don't show up for work, or yeah, they just call out all the time. Like I said, maybe it's too laid back, because they'll be, you know, they'll get comfortable and be like, I don't feel like working today, and then they'll just call out. They start thinking they can get away with murder. Even though the job is laid back, you do still have to, you know, actually come to your job. If you're not going to show up, we're just going to replace you. Kind of leave us no choice at that point. Try to be lenient and laid back, but at some point you have to, you know, come to work.
I'm not ready yet.
Weird lag in that.
I must wait a minute.
I think it's because I'm downloading stuff on my Xbox in the background while I'm playing. Probably what's causing the little lag spikes. Got my Xbox downloading updates and shit in the background. Problem currently is that people who do come to work just fuck off the whole time unless you ride their ass. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have to. The job's easy enough that you can honestly, like, where I work, the job's easy enough that you can kind of, like, unless you're, like, just
I'm low on space.
actually there doing nothing, you can half-ass it and still get your job done. Like, it's not that serious of a job. It's pretty laid back. And no one's gonna ride your ass and give you shit unless you're just absolutely doing nothing, just standing around. Or you're like, I mean, we've had those employees that they're either just, you find them just on their phone, standing around, doing nothing. You have to, you have to ride them, and then we don't. Our boss doesn't like doing that. Like, he doesn't like having to ride people. If you're gonna be like that and you just act like you don't want to be there, he's gonna send you home and just replace you. He'd rather have a new employee than have to constantly hound the one he has. Which, yeah, I get it. I respect that. That's probably, I would do the same thing.
I'm not ready yet.
So, yeah, but we get most people, like, one of our stalkers is pregnant. Like, very pregnant. So she doesn't exactly work at the fastest pace. She still gets her job done. So like I said, you can kind of just work casually and get this job done. It's not that high pressure of a job. As long as your work is done by the end of your shift, like, they'll tell you what your job is. You need to do this much. Like as long as you get your work done before time to go home, it doesn't matter how fast you do it. Whatever. Like I said, pretty chill place to work. I don't understand why there's not more people sticking with it. I mean, most of our teenagers are on the front end just running cash registers. We're just legit getting the worst adults applying for the job. Like the last guy we hired, he was balls to the wall hard worker for about 2 months. And I mean, just boop, 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 just everywhere. He's just walking, just speed walking up down the store, just so full of energy. And then after 2 months, that energy fell off a cliff, and we figured it out. He was on meth, and he had been spending all his paychecks on meth, and then he ran out of money, and so he ran out of meth. And shortly after he ran out of meth, and he came to work looking like he got hit by a truck, the lady came in to say he wouldn't be coming back to work. He had OD'd, and now he is he's back in a homeless shelter. Back, as in, he was homeless when we hired him and didn't know it. We had hired a legitimate homeless guy. Which, I mean, it's fine if he's gonna work. You want to get him off the street, but unfortunately, he didn't get off the street. He just spent all of his money on meth. So, yeah. If he had been upfront with us when we hired him, that, he would... They just still gave him a chance because we need the help, and don't want to judge somebody for being homeless, because if you're homeless and can't get a job because you're homeless, then you're doomed to be homeless forever. Like, somebody's got to employ you at some point. So, whatever. It's not that, like I said, it's not that serious of a job. Homeless guys should be able to handle it, but they have to actually want to get a home while they're homeless. They can't just put all of their money into meth. So, and then OD. And then we started to understand why he might be homeless. Why he might have been homeless in the first place. Yeah, it was a shame because I think he may have been the hardest worker we ever seen while he was on before he ran out of meth. I mean, he had like toddler, like the energy of a toddler. Just this Energizer battery, just vroom, up and down the store, man. If he could have kept his shit together, I don't even think my boss would have cared he was on meth because he was working so hard while he was on it. Just, you know, everything in moderation, man. Dial it back. Like, if you could have got your shit together, as long as you're coming to work and doing your job, what you do when you leave those doors, I don't give a shit.
You will be back. The stars do not lie.
Ooh, 3 seconds. Hell yeah. Those rings are better. I'll take this. Yeah, they can't control themselves. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just a little meth, it was all of the meth. Like, he couldn't just spend...
Cannot carry anymore.
You know, he couldn't just spend a portion of his paycheck on meth and then, you know, pace himself. He had to do it all at once. Yeah, he had to do it all at once. And when I say he spent his whole paycheck, I mean 40 hours a week, every 2 weeks, 80 hours worth of meth is what he's buying. So, you know, he's spending his entire paycheck on it. He's got no other bills. He's living on the streets. It's literally entire paycheck. I go into meth, so sucks. And then he OD'd and almost died. And ended up in the hospital, where they informed us that you know, he's in the hospital. He won't be returning to work. We're taking him to a shelter when he gets out. So you're gonna need to replace him.
It is too expensive.
Leaving so soon?
Bob a bunch of keys with the little currency I had. Okay. Could do more of these nightmare dungeons. I gotta do one more. These are all tier 1. He's not on drink or do anything. Yeah, you are legit addicted to weed. Which, props to you for admitting that. I can't stand the potheads who smoke weed every fucking day and then try to convince people that weed's not addictive. Like, I don't know, you look pretty fucking addicted to me, man. I don't think there's a day I've known you haven't been high at some point during the day. Sounds like an addiction to me. You can't get through the day without it? It sounds like an addiction. It's not addictive, man. It's a plant, man. It comes from the earth. It's a herb, man. Fuck off. I have more respect for you if you just admit that you have a thing you're addicted to and you're happy being addicted to it, and it's not going to kill you. You can't OD on it. It's a pretty safe thing to be addicted to, honestly, but just admit you're addicted to it. As far as addictions go. That's right. No one ODs on weed, so yeah, you're probably fine.
I'm not ready yet.
Weed's the tamer drug. Like no one ends up homeless because they bought too much weed. Like that's usually the one that people they have X amount of it and they're like, oh, I'm good, and then they stop. You know, like, yeah, like they don't OD, they don't waste all their money on it. I mean, some do, but it's not as common. You don't go too crazy when you're high on it either. Yeah, it's a pretty safe one to be addicted to. It's fine. Just admit you're addicted to it when you are, though. I mean, tobacco's a plant. We can admit that's addictive, so, you know. Whatever. Alright, start a long run. Yeah, those are those potheads that make the fact that they smoke pot their personality. Like that's their identity. Yeah, like if you take away the pot, they're boring people with no personality. Like the only personality trait they have is a guy that smokes pot. Yeah, I don't like those people either. I think it speaks to their level of intelligence. Like, really? Like, you can't think of anything else you got going for you other than weed, so everything you do has to be focused around this thing. You can't, you don't think about anything else. You don't have any other interest. It's just, I'm guy that smokes weed. Yeah. I've met a few of those guys in my time, too. The ones who don't just... The ones you're talking about, the connoisseurs of weed, like those aren't guys that just make weed their personality. Those are guys who make weed their personality and are proud of it. You know, those are the guys who take pride in their amount of weed smoking. Like, yeah, they're even worse than the guys who just like take on the stoner lifestyle persona, you know. Yeah, I mean, nobody should tie their entire... Like, it's not just weed. I don't want to sound like I'm picking on weed, because, again, it's fine. It's pretty safe as far as drugs go. If we allow tobacco and alcohol, why not weed? It's no more dangerous than those two things, so... But... Lost my train of thought here. But it's not just weed. Like anything you're so obsessed over that it becomes the only thing you're known for, and you don't have any personality outside of that thing, then yeah, man, it's time to take a break from that thing and, you know, become an adult human being with a personality. Find a hobby, you know, go do the college thing and find yourself. There has to be more to you than... I'm the guy that smokes weed. I'm the guy that drinks. I'm the guy that, you know, I'm the guy who does this. I'm the guy who reads books. I'm the book reading. I'm the bookworm. Yeah, like even non-drug things. Just that's all I do. I'm the music guy. Okay, do you have any other interests? No, music's part of all my screen names, and music's on all my t-shirts. Music's the only thing I care about. Books are the only thing I care about. Yeah.
God.
Like, be a well-rounded individual, you know? Don't hinge your entire personality on one thing. Doesn't seem like a business mogul. He's like a hippie who took the idea. Yeah, like those guys are normally the guys who they grow their own because it's better. I can tell you what strand of weed this is. Oh, this is a Alabama Kush Kush. Yeah, this is shoelace frog leather. It's a hybrid strain. It's from South Africa. Shut up. No, it's not. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Convinced most of you are making shit up, but I'm too lazy to fact check you, and I don't care. You're like weed vegans. You can't just do it. You have to be the guy that does it and tells everybody about it.
So...
I must wait a moment.
There's one person that I think is cool as a stoner, and that's the CEO overall. Yeah, but he's doing stuff other than... See, he's already got another personality trait other than stoner. He's got the title of CEO. He's doing something other than smoking weed. He's CEO. Like, that's his identity. He's not going to introduce himself as stoner connoisseur. He's going to introduce himself as CEO first, stoner second. I'm talking about the guys who don't have something first. They're just stoner. Like, he's CEO first, stoner second. Oh, he's doctor first, stoner second. He's the stoner lawyer. He's like, if you're a stoner something else, then you're not just a stoner. I'm talking about the guys who are just a stoner. Like, they either don't work or they work, you know, they work a part-time job, or, you know, something that's not a career, you know. So they don't introduce themselves as, I'm cashier. No, like, they're not going to brag about being a cashier, but they are going to brag about the amount of weed they smoke, because it's the only thing they have that they're proud of. They've got nothing else going for them. Those are the ones I don't like. Like, they got fuck all else going for them. The CEO guy, like, I understand. Smoke as much weed as you want. You're the CEO of a company. Like, you've already put in your time. Like, you've done your work. It's time to reap the rewards, man. You know, have fun with it. You're making all that money. You know, time to party, dude. You fucking run a company. It's a stressful job. Time to unwind. You know what I mean? Like, if Bill Gates started smoking pot like with Snoop Dogg, no one's gonna, he's never gonna be known as Bill Gates the pothead. Like, he's always gonna be known as Bill Gates the billionaire first. Like, you know, the creator of Microsoft, etc. Yeah, like, that's what he's always gonna be known for. That's what he is. That's his identity. That's your personality right there. You're the guy who starts billion-dollar businesses. Yeah, I just don't like the potheads who have nothing else going for them, and the only thing they take pride in is pot. Like, that's the only thing they have going for them in their life, and then they'll get high and start complaining about other shit holding them back, and I'm like, no, the thing that's holding you back is in your hand. It's the thing that's getting you high right now. Like, it's detrimental to your life. That should come second. You know, now you have a problem. I just don't like people who don't take responsibility in general, and they tend to be people who don't take responsibility. They're like those girls who can't hold a relationship. They've had like 7 boyfriends that all break up with them or leave them, and they're like, guys suck. I've never been with a guy who hasn't cheated. I've never been with a guy who stayed with me for longer than 6. I've never been with a guy who was good in bed. Well, it sounds like it might be you. if every guy you meet leaves you, the only common denominator there, bitch, is you. It sounds like you may be scaring these men off. And maybe those men aren't bad in bed. Maybe you're bad in bed. Maybe it's you. Women can be bad in bed. Or the girl goes, as soon as men are all the same, all they want is sex. As soon as they get the sex, they leave. Nah, that's all they want. I'm like, no. I gave him what he wanted and then he left. No, or maybe he left because you didn't give him what he wanted. What he wanted was a chill-ass girlfriend who's good in bed, and instead, he got a bitch who can't fuck and decided to leave. You didn't give him pussy, you gave him disappointment. But those girls who, you know, can't see the forest for the trees, so they're gonna blame men. It couldn't possibly be me. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any hobby should come after your bills. Any hobby. Like, I'm not buying fucking video games if I still got bills to pay. Like, that's not gonna happen. I'm not buying alcohol. I'm not buying anything if I still have bills to pay. Anything that's not, you know, life. Anything that's not the kind of necessity that's more important than bills. You know, and I'm talking like major shit, like, okay, I need to sacrifice a bill because this is too important, you know, like my kid needs a surgery. Yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to go without internet for a month or something. Like, this has to happen. Yeah, like that's the only time you put something above your bills, man. That's how that should work. That's the only time you should put shit above your bills.
Not ready yet.
Ow. Oh, I'm already carrying one. God damn it. Give me that back. Need this. This boss guy, well, I got the speed boost.
Must wait a minute.
Hey, not down there. Oh, there goes my shrine. I do that every time I come to one of these dungeons. I always find the other thing before I find the door. Where the fuck is the door? It's gotta be right here. Now I can go to the other one.
Not ready yet.
Oh, going back.
Must wait a moment.
You know, people who smoke cigs will complain about money. Oh yeah, I had an argument with one of those guys today. Like, how about you don't smoke 5 packs a week? Yeah, I was changing. I was looking at the cigarette price tags today when I was doing the cigarette section, and I have not smoked in so long. Like, I didn't realize how expensive they'd gotten. I saw a fucking carton of cigarettes, like a carton of Newports, like the most popular brand, arguably, of cigarettes. $95 fucking dollars. My dad used to smoke a carton a week. Like, that would last him a week. Week and maybe 2. It was a pack a day. It's about 2 weeks. Sometimes he's more than a pack a day, so could be a week and a half. But that, yeah, if he was still smoking today, that would be $95 at least twice a month. And I'll stand outside vaping. Like, this is fucking $15. This will last me. And this is just because, you know, I needed something cheap. This is even cheaper. Just buying the liquid for this thing is $10 a bottle, and that bottle lasts me almost the whole month. And then I get a little disposable one just in case I forget that one, or, you know, I can. Honestly, I've got this one because I can do it in the building and no one will notice. It doesn't produce as much vapor. It's quiet. Yeah, it's that little bit of vape versus that. So I'll lean into the freezers at work. I'll lean into the cooler, the freezer, doing the frozen food section. I'll lean in. I'll lean in and blow it into the freezer, and then if someone opens the door next to me or something, the vape comes out, but it just looks like cold air, and it doesn't, you know, it's not gonna set off a smoke alarm or anything. It's just vapor. But yeah, that's it. That's my budget for the month for vape, and it got me to quit smoking. And I'm like trying to talk this dude into quitting smoking, you know, while he's out there asking about my vape, and I was like, yeah, it's the best decision I ever made, man. If for no other reason than the amount of money you save. I don't know if those would be strong enough. I promise you they will be. You just got to get used to them. Like, just give it a month. You'll get used to it. It's fine. I promise. And the longer you do it, the less you'll need to do it. Because when you first start going from cigarettes to vaping, you vape more than you would probably normally smoke because you don't know when to stop doing it. You know, like with a cigarette, you know when you're done smoking because you reach the filter. But with a vape, you could vape all day and the battery would die. The only thing that would stop you would be the battery dying, and those things last like 20 hours. So, like, you just have to get your fill and then stop. That's the hard part, is learning to know when to put it down. And then the more you get used to only puffing it once or twice and then putting it down, you end up doing it less and less than you do cigarettes. So then it ends up lasting you longer, and you save even more money. Yeah, it's all about saving money. So I'm like, dude, it's all about saving money. Like, I spend maybe $25 a month on vape. That's it. And you spending, you know, $200 a month on cigarettes, buying 2 cartons a month. It's, Jesus Christ. Just the amount of money you save alone. Alright. Go upgrade that glyph. Disposable for your bud can last 10 times longer. Like, I'd spend $200 on a gram of bud. Vape that lasts me a month. I'm wary of those marijuana vapes because, you know, THC it's not the same as a vape liquid. More of an oil. Remember those news reports of people getting sick and they tried to blame it on vaping? It's because they were vaping THC oil. I don't know if they were vaping like store-bought stuff or they were just making their own or getting some black market shit, but yeah, it was sticking to the inside of their lungs and making them sick. it wasn't the vape itself. Like if you just vape regular vape, you can do that all day. It's not gonna bother you. But yeah, $200 in 2 days is it's crazy. Yeah, so I'd say do it in moderation. Don't go crazy with it. I also don't know the quantity that those guys were vaping either. They may have just been on it all day. So it could have been a quantity thing. Like, it's one of those, again, got to know when to put it down so you don't hurt yourself.
My bags are full.
Telling me that.
What will it be? Not
Oh
bad.
crap, I didn't mean to do that twice.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Get wasted those crafting mats. Stash this stuff. When that happened, it was black market juice. They bought a lot, so they got a few shitty. Yeah, it was probably the quantity they were doing it to. Like they never. That's the problem, is those news reports don't give you the full story. They just blame it on vape, and then when you start looking into it and looking up the details of it to see, oh, is the vape I smoke safe? You know, like you get curious. You start looking it up and you realize, oh, these guys were smoking some black market, you know, marijuana vape, you know, and they got a bad batch, or it had its ratio wasn't right, it had too much oil in it, whatever, and it was sticking to their lungs. They were probably vaping large quantities a day. They were probably doing it all day, just trying to stay high all day, so they overdid it. Yeah, like there's a lot of extra factors that go in there that they don't report on. So then people who don't vape and don't understand it just go, vapes kill! Yeah, and then it becomes a panic because it's shoddy reporting. Like, you didn't give the details. And, you know, the devil's in the details here. Go to this one. Oh, I need to go to that guy. Lilith is the map? What are you talking about? I'm trying to understand where you see her face. Yeah, I think you're having a war shock moment. Like you're staring at ink blots. One of those, what do you see? That would have been dope though. I like the idea of, as you unlock the map, you realize that, oh shit, Sanctuary looks like her face, which would make sense because she's the mother of Sanctuary. So yeah, that would have been cool. Fractured Peaks, it looks like a face. Well, I don't have the whole map unlocked yet either, so I can maybe see it. I was never good at those 3D eye posters where you see the hidden image either, so it just looks like a map to me. Kind of. Problem is I don't have the whole map unlocked, so we're not seeing the whole picture. Maybe it's because I don't have the whole map unlocked. I don't know. Oh, god damn it. These fucking bone walls. I hate that they... God, the mounts feel so pointless. They're definitely shoehorned in as a way to sell cosmetics, because you get on your mount and you get to ride like 20 feet before you run into a roadblock or something that forces you off of it, so you can't just stay on your mount. Like you're constantly being kicked off of the damn thing.
What is this?
to the point that they feel kind of pointless. And they're not that much faster than walking, honestly.
Yeah. I hear it. Yes.
Yeah, they could. 'Cause I like the idea of the outline of Sanctuary as a whole drawing out her face, and the citizens are living on Lilith's face and don't realize it, but it makes sense because she's the mother of Sanctuary. She created it in her image. Makes sense. Like, it would make literal sense then. It's literally in her image, as in she made it look like herself. Oh shit, there's an event going on over there. I need to get over there. Yeah, I like the idea though. You watching, Blizzard? These are ideas we're giving you for free to make a game better. That would have been a dope little Easter egg move. One of those little hidden details that just makes your game better. It's all about the lore. Am I supposed to be going? Oh, over here. Oh, I got another player in here to help me. That's why shit's already dead. They're used to doing these solo.
Wait a minute.
Go kill a boss.
Just wait a minute.
Yay, legendary. Need legendary armors to dismantle because I need... Ooh, I'll keep that one. Because I need crafting materials from legendary armor to upgrade my armor again eventually.
Not ready yet. It is done.
Okay, well that quest is done.
Not ready yet.
Oh, that's some actual loot in it. Usually they're just like crafting materials. Doing their side quest. %5 damage. Nightmare dungeon, keep leveling up my Yeah, keep leveling up this thing. Heck, I'm getting all kinds of bonuses from this thing. Listen. Yeah, it doubles the effects of magic nodes. I want it to cover all these magic nodes, so I need to do one more level on it. And then buy all the magic nodes. It's already given me plus damage, plus dexterity, plus intelligence, resistance to all elements. I just need to make those numbers bigger. Bigger numbers. Oh, they're all tier 1. How do I get tier 2s? See if I can go craft some higher tiers here. Level this thing up faster. I can do a bunch of tier 1s. Yeah, that would be a good theme for the first season. But I already have a feeling they're going to go the Mephisto route for the first season. That's the rumor, and I mean, that was a rumor before the game even came out. People were speculating that from the trailer. Then after playing through the story and how big a role Mephisto actually played in it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Wind favor you. Stay on the path. Heed no.
Got this set up for a minute. Alright, where do I go to? Oh yeah, that's right. The occultist is where I do sigils. Burn all my sigils and then see what level I can make here. Not gonna let me? We have to be at World Tier 4. Let's go change it to World Tier 4. Ooh, yeah, I like that idea. Having it like become more apparent as you complete objectives and as the season goes on. I don't think they'd like physically alter the map like that though. I think the map is just going to be what it is. They could add new areas. They could do it for one of the new areas they're doing probably. But I do like the idea of the map changing with every season like it does with you know, it's with something like Fortnite, where if you're going to keep the same map and then you start altering the map so you can see the effects of the world changing as the seasons go on and as shit happens in the game. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Use my old slang. That'd be pretty I don't know. What do you kids say that means dope now? It's not cap. Cope? Sus? Whatever the new weird slang is. God, I feel old now. Okay, so I can't. Why can't I? Requires World Tier 3. change back to World Tier 3. Dope is still used? Oh, fire. Fire's the new dope. Yeah. That would be fire. Fire is what they used to say when, like, weed was good. Like, if you had good weed, which made sense, because, you know, weed you light on fire. So it made sense. Like, fire's not new slang. You guys have just changed the way it's used. It's old slang. You're just using it differently. Yeah, that shit fire. But that's what they used to say. Like, if they called something fire, it meant it was good weed. Like, it was used to be specifically for weed. It's the only time I ever heard anyone say it. Say something was fire. But I guess it just got appropriated. Bro, that shit's dope, no cap. On God, I'm gonna be real with you for a moment. The whole cap thing is stupid. I can't hear cap and not think cap. Like Cap America. Like, no cap. Why wouldn't you want Captain America? Oh, yeah. It's just where my brain goes when I hear it. Yeah, I mean, dope used to be slang for weed, and then it became slang for cool when they started using fire as when weed was good. And now fire is cool, so what do you say when it's good weed now? We just go back to dope? Or do we still use fire for weed? I don't know. See, I'm getting confused now. Supposedly supposed to be no crap, but slurred to shit. No, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying it's stupid. Like, I get what it's supposed to, where it came from. It's just dumb. I think it's just dumb. Don't get me wrong, my generation had its dumbass slang too. Thanks Snoop Dogg with all the hizzles and shizzles. That's the dumbest shit ever. I think Cap's a little less dumb than that, but... Can I... Why can't I... I don't know why I can't... I don't know why I can't break these down and craft new ones yet. Do I gotta reach a certain level? Alright, well I guess I'll just keep doing them then. Just work my way through them. They're good. I'll just go on foot because there's no closer waypoints. Oh, shizzle. Yeah, that's the dumbest shit ever. There was some other dumb rapper slang back in the day too. I don't want to blame it all on Snoop Dogg. Some other rappers had some weird slang they made up too. Snoop Dogg's the one that started that dumb shit though of being, hey, rappers get to make up slang now. So then other rappers wanted to make up slang because it was making Snoop Dogg so popular. But it was all dumb. Eminem did it in a couple songs sarcastically, but he wasn't actually trying to make up rap. I mean, he wasn't actually trying to make up slang. He was trying to rap, and he did a good job of it. But, yeah, Eminem's best stuff was the stuff where he wasn't taking rap seriously. He was just joking around. He was just playing into the joke about being the rapper that can't, the one rapper that can't say the N-word. Or he made fun of himself as much as he made fun of other people. Yeah. Like I said, I was actually buying games today because there's a big sale going on in the Xbox store. So I went through just to see if there was anything interesting in it. And I started ranting, and my wife's... my wife said she wished she had thought about pulling out her phone to record it because I went on a little mini rant going through the store because I went through the Xbox store and then my rant led me to the Nintendo eShop store and then the rant just got worse from there. Basically, my rant while going through the store was about it's about puzzle games. I'm a puzzle game enthusiast and there's just no puzzle games anymore. Like they're all lazy shit now. What the fuck happened to puzzle games? Should probably make a video on it, and I'll just entitle it, What the fuck happened to puzzle games? Like, they used to be good. You used to get good shit. Now most of the puzzle games are one of two things. They're either like mobile games turned into console games that are free to play and filled with microtransactions like Gems of War, blah blah blah, or they're just lazy excuses to put hentai in a game. So because on the Xbox store, which, how did Nintendo get to this point? Weren't they supposed to be the family-friendly company? Like, I could go through the eShop right now. I could hook up my Switch and show it to you. They don't even try to hide it anymore. I searched for the word puzzle, and I went to the puzzle genre just to look up puzzle games on the eShop, which, by the way, just browsing the eShop is a miserable fucking experience, but it takes way too long because you have to wait for it to load page after page. You can't just scroll through shit. But I'm going through it, and every other game is hentai puzzle, sexy hentai puzzle, puzzle hentai. They literally just put the word hentai in it. Yeah, all of the good puzzle games are old. There's a few that tried to recapture that magic that are new, but most of them are the classics. Like the new Tetris is good. You know, there's a few new ones that are good, that are just new versions of old games trying to make a comeback. The problem is, like, you gotta market them better, because the market's been flooded with so much mobile game garbage that they're dumping onto console now, and it's always puzzle games, match 3 puzzles and shit that are free to play and filled with either hentai or pay-to-win shit, and they're, you know, Candy Crush type stuff. Like, too many games look like Candy Crush now. So you've got to, like, differentiate yourself and let them know, no, this is a serious puzzle game, not some casual puzzle game experience. This is the real shit. Like, you got to do that. God damn, these things are whooping my ass. They trapped me in that wall with all these electric pillars. Ooh, a sacred sigil.
The trees themselves seem to whisper a warning of this place.
I don't care. Okay. Yeah, they mostly just copy Candy Crusher. You know, it's a lot of that. And then the hentai ones are just that, with a hentai picture as the background, so you get to see more of it as you clear the puzzle. There's literal jigsaw puzzle games, there's a ton of Picross, there's a lot of spot the difference games. Like, you go into the puzzle genre and it's mostly just garbage now. There's a few that are like either spiritual successors or actual sequels to old games trying to make a comeback. Like Crystal Chronicles, or Crystal Crisis was, that's the spiritual successor to Puzzle Fighter, but most people don't even know it exists. Like, it was just poorly marketed. It's a really good game, but the online's dead because just no one knew it existed. Like, kind of flopped, and I think it could have gotten way more attention because there's still people playing Puzzle Fighter from the collection that Capcom put out, so there's still an audience for it. But Crystal Crisis is arguably the better game. It's Puzzle Fighter, but with new mechanics and stuff added on top of it to make it more modern. You know, it's meant to be like, if they made a sequel to Puzzle Fighter, this is what it would be. Like, each character has an ultimate skill now, so you build a special meter while you're playing, and then you can launch your special. So picking your character actually matters. You know, shit like that. Shit like getting to the edge of the screen and pressing the button again will wrap it around to the other side of the screen instead of you having to go back and forth. It's got multiple camera views. Instead of just being straight on, you can do a more 3D view to help you see better. It's got a ton of colorblind and other options. Like, Crystal Crisis is the better version of Puzzle Fighter, and most people don't even know it exists. Puzzle Bobble Bubble Bobble's getting a new sequel. Well, it's out. I mean, it's a new sequel that came out this year. I've got the demo of it on my Switch. And thankfully, the demo is online, which means people aren't going to buy the game because I don't understand what they were doing with that demo. So the demo for Puzzle Bobble on Switch is, I think it's a Switch exclusive, which is another bad move, but the demo is online only, and it's ranked. Like, the demo version of the game is legit the ranked mode of the game. You can just keep playing that and queue up for matches over and over again. Every 3 matches, it gives you a pop-up to buy the game. But other than that, it's just the ranked mode of the game, of the actual fucking game. And you're ranked in the demo. And I don't know if the people in the demo are playing against the people in the actual game or if they're separate, but yeah, like, if you're just trying to be competitive and multiplayer is all you care about, they legitimately made a demo that now gives you no reason to buy the $30 game, which is only a $30 game, but there's no reason to buy it if all you care about is the ranked mode and online. Just download the demo and play that. That's what I've been doing. I legit hadn't bought the game yet. I'm just going to wait for it to go on sale now because I can just grind rank. Yeah, I don't get any of the offline shit, but it's fucking free. So I don't understand. That would be like the demo for Street Fighter being its ranked mode, and the only mode you can play in the game is ranked mode. Well, that's why most people probably bought the game, so you just gave them no reason to buy the game. Okay. Like, just, what are you doing? That's not how you do a demo. The demo is the single player stuff. The ranked mode is what you're selling. Like, you guys did it backwards. Which Puyo Puyo got new sequels recently, and they did that crossover with Tetris. Tetris is connected, which isn't new, but it's new-ish. It's still relevant. What else? Magical Drop finally got a sequel after fucking 15 years, but again, it didn't market itself, so most people don't know what it is. It was already kind of a cult classic on Super Nintendo. It's probably been longer than 15 years, actually. The last one, I think, was on Super Nintendo, yeah. But it's already kind of a cult classic. Like, most people don't even know what it is because they didn't market it when they were on Super Nintendo. They didn't market it again now. So, just most of them suffer from a marketing problem. And then the only way you'll ever find them is to go into the eShop, the Xbox, PlayStation, whatever store. And then, you know, look, you have to actively be a puzzle game fan looking for puzzle games. It's just, when I go through the list, so many of them are just cheap copy-paste garbage. So it makes you, like, I legit didn't get through the list. Like, I got tired of looking through the garbage. I was just like, fuck it. I wanted a new puzzle game, but I want a Puzzle League sequel. And there are none. I was hoping that there'd be a Puzzle League sequel, or at least a fucking version of it on the Switch. You know, one of the old ones remade for Switch, since Switch likes to remake its old game, or at least a backward compatible thing in the eShop or something. There's no Puzzle Quest on the Switch. I mean, not Puzzle Quest. There's no Puzzle League on the Switch. Just none whatsoever. Which is a shame, because that's one of my favorite puzzle games. The closest thing is Flip-On, which is a indie game meant to be a spiritual successor to Puzzle League, but it has no online. So they dropped the ball there, and I bought that game. It was only, you know, $3, but caught on sale for $3, but it's once you blast through the single player content, there's nothing but local multiplayer left, so there's no online. So then now I got nothing left to do in the game. So it dropped the ball there. Like, I just want one good one. Just want a sequel to Puzzle League.
I must wait a moment.
I mean, I still fire up the fucking Puzzle Fighter for a match every now and then, but I want Puzzle League. Yeah, you know, I'll still play Tetris. I'll still play Puzzle Fighter. And well, now I've been playing the Bubble Bobble ranked mode in the Tetris Battle Royale game, but I was kind of wanting something new. A competitive mode that was made for actual head-to-head. Yeah, that's fucking that's fucking Puzzle League, man. Puzzle League was made for head-to-head. Like even the single player mode in that game is just versus the computer matches. It's set up like an arcade game, like an arcade fighting game, where that's the single player mode is just you versus the computer. Like the game's built around head to head, and it's not just score battles. Like you have different kinds of attacks. It's, you know, there's different ways to clear out the garbage blocks. There's different kinds of garbage blocks that you can send. Like it's legit focused on that. But it hasn't had a sequel since not even fucking 3DS. Like I think the latest entry was on DSi.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened to puzzle games. They've all become just cheap mobile game garbage, or, you know, here's some hentai. Don't you like hentai?
I'm not ready yet. Wait a moment.
Trying to make the most of this shrine. Hoping to find a boss or an elite while I'm invulnerable, but... Oh, now you guys spawn.
Wait a moment.
Oh, never mind. I got you with my earthquake, so it still counts. I regret nothing.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, let's go clean up the stragglers. And Tetris has some pretty cool ideas with its modes. They just need to make a new one. Tetris Connected's what came out in 2017. Like it's, you know, quite a few years old at this point. So, I mean, I really like the non-competitive side of the idea of a puzzle game not being competitive. You know, Tetris has that fucking co-op mode. That's pretty dope. And then it's got the asymmetrical multiplayer mode that isn't available all the time. It's like it's basically the same thing as the co-op mode, but instead of you and two teammates fighting against a computer, it's you and two teammates fighting against another player. So it ends up being 3v1. So it's got some cool original mechanics and shit in it. The PvP version of co-op is only available on the weekends. Like, you have to wait until the weekend. You can only play it on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know why they chose to do like this rotating weekly event thing for that one specific game mode. But yeah, you can only play it on the weekends. during a weekend PvP event that happens every weekend. I'm sure they had other events back when the game launched, but after they stopped development on it and they moved on to something else, they stopped doing events. Now they've just got that one event on a schedule, so it happens every weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, damn. 3:50. I need to get to bed. I thought it was 2 something. I didn't realize what fucking time it was. A good stopping point to me. Alright, let's go burn all this shit. More nightmare dungeons later.
My burden is too great.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Still gotta run that, what, 3 more times? We gotta run 3 more nightmare dungeons to level this thing up again now. But that'll unlock double points for this one, hopefully these 2. So then all my magic nodes will do, you know, double. Grants 36% bonus to all magic nodes within range. Oh, and that bonus goes up every time I level it up too. So it'll give me bigger bonuses there. Right now we're at 7.7% resistance, trying to get that up to at least 1 whole percent. I don't know. Having trouble keeping my eyes open now though, so I think that's where I'm gonna call it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Alright, come on, bud. Exit out of this. But yeah, the 3 games I bought, well, 4 games I bought because they're on sale. I bought Fight and Rage, which is really good, like excessively good for a indie game. It's a Final Fight style beat 'em up, co-op beat 'em up, but it's made with fighting game mechanics instead of just punch and jump. Instead of just attack and jump, it's got actual special moves. I even think there's some motion inputs. I hadn't played around with it too much, but there's combos you can do. There's like actual special moves. There's a special meter. Yeah, so really frantic, and it's just a ton of fun. Agelos. Oh, that one. It's inspired by Zelda 2. The pixelated, you know, side scroller that's inspired by Zelda 2 with the leveling mechanic and everything. It kind of paying homage to Zelda 2. Don't Starve Together, because my wife likes playing that one, and it was only $3. Final Fantasy 15, because I never played that one, and it's finally cheap enough. I was like, well, if I can't play 16 because I don't own a PlayStation, I'll play 15. I never got a chance to actually play that one. It's weird that 15 came to Xbox, but 16's not. Like, I fucking hate Sony for dumping a truckload of money at Square Enix's door and make it exclusive. And then they want to complain that, fuck you. Oh, and, the last one I did? Oh, one more. I forgot what it was. Oh. Infernax? Infernax? The Castlevania inspired one? Yeah, Infernax. And its DLC. It was part of Game Pass back when I first started playing it, so I have a save file for it, but I didn't finish it before it was removed from Game Pass, but it was on sale for like $5, so fuck it. So, bought a bunch of like $5 and $6 games, basically. Found the cheapest. I find games that are like 75, 80% off, I'll pick them up. So. Oh shit, I never finished Battletoads either. That guy crossplay? I need to finish Battletoads. I want to get 2 people to play with, though, so we can do the 3-player one. And the DLC for Shredder's Revenge. Didn't that come out? Didn't that come out? Or did that not come out yet? There's DLC for Shredder's Revenge. Search for that. Shredder's Revenge. Add-ons, add-ons. Have DLC yet? Videos, screenshots. I mean, I'll play through it again. It's a really good game. Nope, DLC ain't come out yet. Okay. Yeah, it ain't come out yet. People online for that, though. It's got 6-player co-op. In fact, can't remember if I played through it on Xbox or not. I'll play through it again just to unlock the achievements. They're a good excuse to replay this game because it's good. I call Donatello the best turtle. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go to bed. So I want to thank all you wonderful witches for watching. If you're new to the stream, there are socials above my head here, unless, of course, you're on a mobile platform, in which case check the links in the description of the profile down below. Twitter will let you know when I go live. Discord's where the community's at. It's a couple hundred strong, grows every single day. There's gaming sections, non-gaming sections, shooters, RPGs. You know, it's a little something there for everybody. Anyway, I have been Deathwitch. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, leave me alone.